Hello and welcome to the Rhythm and Roots Show with Rohan and Al of the Dublin City Rounders, your weekly dose of ragtime, music hall, bluegrass, country blues, early jazz, western swing, and more. We got live sessions and interviews with guests local and around the world, recorded at Beardfire Studio, Dublin, Ireland. Be sure to like Rhythm and Roots on Facebook, catch up with the podcast on Spreaker.com, and don't forget you can become a Rhythm and Roots Patreon patron today. Now enjoy the show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome to Rhythm and Roots again with myself, Rohan, and Al over there.
Hello.
There's Al over there. We've got a wonderful show for you today. Very special guest later in the program, KK Lewis, joining us for a great chat and one of her original tunes, Flowers, which is absolutely stunning. So do stay tuned for that later in the program. Before that, we've got some new music from the likes of Maria McCormack, Orwells 84, who we played this tune a little while ago, but they released a new music video for it, so we thought let's give it another spin. And we've got some great old-timey stuff as well for you good people at home, because we know that's what you like.
They all come here to hear the Imperial Marimba Band, and they won't be disappointed.
No, they will not. Yeah, marimba bands. I wish they were as popular as the ukulele orchestras.
Yeah, I know. That'd be better.
It'd balance things out a little bit. So without too much further ado, does that make any sense? I don't think so.
We didn't have that much ado today, to be honest. We usually have more ado before we play a song.
That's true. So, well, look, let's leave the amount of ado about there, and let's have a little listen to Walter Van Brunt with a song called Any Girl Looks Good in the Summer.
Summertime's the time for girls, powder puffs and ringlet curls. That's the time when spooning has its prime. That's when vows are made for fun, pledges made and then undone. That's the silly season, summertime. When the weather's fine and warm, all around the girlies swarm. Every place you look, they seem to float. You can go most anywhere, you'll find hairpins here and there. Take your little book and make this note. Any girl looks good in summer, in summer, in summer. Each new one you think summer, you forget the one you met last time. Everything is grand, blue moonlight, the moonlight, the June light. Though in December in the city you've forgotten was she pretty, any girl looks good to you in summertime. Every Jack can find a Jill, there's a Maud for every bill, there's a crop of peaches all around. Summer girls can never last in the winter's chilly blast, in the winter dates are seldom found. Take a balmy night so nice, girlies won't resemble ice, for the weather thaws them quite a bit. You can talk of anything, even mention wedding ring, then say no and get away with it. Any girl looks good in summer, in summer, in summer. Each new one you think's a hummer, you forget the one you met last time. Everything is grand, alright, the moonlight, the June night. Though in December in the city, you've forgotten was she pretty. Any girl looks good to you in summertime. Any girl looks good in summer, in summer, in summer. Each new one you think's a hummer, you forget the one you met last time. Everything is grand to moonlight, the moonlight, the June night. Though in December in the city you've forgotten was she pretty, any girl girl looks good to you in summertime. Everything is brand new, so right. The moonlight, the still night, so in December in the city, you forgot and was it pretty? Any girl looks good to you in summertime. Oh, goodbye, boo, forevermore. My booting days will soon be old. I had a good time, and it couldn't agree. You see what boo has done for me. She tore my clothes, she swelled my head. So goodbye, boo, I'm going to bed. Oh, I had a good time, and it couldn't agree. You see what boo has done for me. Oh, goodbye, boo, forevermore. My booting days will soon be old. Oh, I had a good time, but it couldn't agree. You see what boo has done for me. She swelled my head, she broke my heart. So goodbye, boo, we now shall part. Oh, I had a good time, but it couldn't agree. You see what boo has done for me. Oh, goodbye, boo, forevermore. My booting days will soon be old. Oh, I had a good time, and it couldn't agree. You see what boo has done for me. She whispered low, how sweet it sounds. We'll take another ride on the merry-go-round. Oh, I had a good time, and it couldn't agree. You see what boo has done for me. Oh, goodbye, boo, forevermore. Our booting days will soon be old. Oh, I had a good time, and it couldn't agree. You see what boo has done for me.
Lovely bit of CP there, old Charlie Poole with Goodbye Booze. Great old tune there. I suppose a moral tale for those suffering with an addiction of any kind, I suppose, except for me with my addiction to video games and jelly babies.
Yes.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And don't try and stop me. Next up, we've got a little bit of new music. This is Maria McCormack. This is a song called Wished Harder Before. She's been writing. Is she
related to John McCormack?
She might be.
Let's just say that she is.
Let's just say John McCormack's great-great-great-granddaughter. I don't know how many generations it would have to be.
I think that was too many.
Well, really, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. 20 years she's been writing, and she finally put out her first official recording, produced by Billy Robinson and Pat Crowley. Loads of great musicians on the record. Richie Buckley on saxophone, Rachel McGettigan, Jonathan Smeaton, Seamus Devaney on backing vocals. It was released back in February in Letterkenny, and it's been getting some great airplay. RT Radio 1, been on the recommended playlist this week and last. Number 6 on their airplay charts, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, do enjoy this excellent tune from Oh my God, I can barely talk. Let me try that again. Do enjoy this excellent song from Maria McCormack.
First try.
Yeah, totally. This is Wished Harder Before, and do get online and check out her other tunes as well. Maria McCormack with Wished Harder Before.
I haven't heard from you in days, but my heart is holding on. The conversations in my head, but when you call, they will all change. I wish to God that I could be stronger, but I wished harder before. Wished harder before. Harder for money, harder for the simple little day-to-day things. Wished harder before. Harder for peace, harder for the things we need to keep us alive. Try to carry on just on my own, letting on that I don't care. Promised myself this time I'm through, and that I won't answer your call. I wish to God that I could be stronger, but I've wished harder before. Wished harder before. Harder for money, harder for the simple little day-to-day things. Wished harder before. Harder for peace, harder for the things we need to keep us alive. Stood me up and you've let me down. Do I come across as some kind of clown? Pull the brakes in this carousel. I'm done with going around and round. I wish to God that I could be stronger, but I wished harder before. Wished harder before. Harder for money, harder for the simple little day-to-day things. Wished harder before. Harder for peace, harder for the things we need to keep us alive. Wished harder before. Harder for money, harder for the simple little day-to-day things. Wished harder before. Harder for peace, harder for the things we need to keep us alive. Wished harder before. Harder for money, harder for the simple little day-to-day things. Wished harder before. Harder for peace, harder
When the shades of night are softly creeping up across the gardens at the zoo, children, would you like to take a peep in at the sleepy bear and kangaroo? Hushed is all the snarling and the growling. Now the leopard hangs his weary head. Then the tawny tiger stops his prowling. Every beast is thinking of his bed.
you're roaming in the jungle far away. Sleep well, Miss Orangutan. Good night, kangaroo. When another day is breaking, you will all of you be waking in the zoo. In the zoo. Faint and fainter still the lion's roar is, when they doze and dream the same as us. And you hear the panther whisper stories to the lazy hippopotamus. Drowsily the polar bear is grumbling. Hear the parrots talking in their sleep, while the monkeys off their perches tumbling, one by one lie huddled in a heap. Oh my! Good night, Mr. Elephant. Tiger, cease your play. Lie down and you're sure to dream that you're roaming in the jungle far away. Sleep well, Miss Orangutan. Good night, kangaroo. When another day is breaking, you will all of you be waking in the zoo. In the zoo.
In the zoo. In the zoo. That was Ada Jones with Bedtime at the Zoo.
Really makes you think.
It really kind of doesn't as well, because, I'll be honest, I hadn't heard this song before when you suggested it for the program, and I thought there would be some kind of some allegory or some kind of deep metaphor.
It's just
literally
in the zoo sleeping.
It is, isn't it? It's interesting. Well, it just goes to show not every song has to have deep and meaningful lyrics to be an absolute Ibiza banger. Next up, we've got Orwell's 85. This is Kaylin.
84? When did they get the... When did they...
when did I say... What number did I say?
85, I think.
85! Yeah. The sequel. The long-anticipated George Orwell sequel to 1985.
George Orwell's classic... novel, 1985.
Well, I'll tell you all secret, everyone who's at home, which is quite funny because I wrote down. I don't know if you noticed this before, Alex, but on my list here on my computer of the song list, I actually had Orwell's 94 there.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
I did, and I managed to read it,
1
but
year
not
before
say
Jurassic Park.
Well, no. After or during or something. Jurassic Park was 93, 94.
What came out in 95? Was it the second one? Was it did Lost World come out in 95?
Lost World. I don't look if you guys at home know, do send us a letter. Or don't. But, let us know in some form what year, what's it called? The Lost World. What's it called? What's Jurassic Park? The Lost World came out. Right, let's listen to Orwells 84. This is, oh yeah, exactly. Brand new music video premiered on Nyler 9 just this week. Great, really high production value video. Well worth checking out. Get on YouTube, Orwells 84, Kaylin. And do enjoy the tune once again here on Rhythm and Roots. This is Orwells 84 with Kaylin.
Angeline the baker lives in our village green. The way I always loved her beats all you ever seen. Her father is a miller, they call him Uncle Sam. I never will forget her unless I take a tram. Angeline the baker, age is 43. I bought her candy by the peck and she won't marry me. Angeline is handsome, Angeline is tall. They say she sprained her ankle dancing at the ball. She can't do hard work because she is not stout. She bakes the biscuits every day and pours the coffee out. Angeline the baker, age is 43. I bought her candy by the peck and she won't marry me. I'll never marry no other girl, no matter where to go. I said I'd marry Angeline just 20 years ago. The last time I saw her was at the county fair. Her father run me almost home and told me to stay there. Angeline the baker, her age is 43. I bought her candy by the peck and she won't marry me. Angeline the baker, age is 43. I bought her candy by the peck and she won't marry me.
Uncle Eck Dunford there with Angeline the baker.
Mm-hmm.
I just sighed.
Yeah, you really did. What's on your mind? You want to talk about it?
No, I really don't. Listen, bro, you ain't got the time to unpack.
Well, we've
what
only
I've
got about 30
on.
seconds before the ad break, so I don't think
actually
we
more
have
like
the time.
15 seconds.
Really? Let's count it down.
Let's not. Let's actually just talk about the fact that after the break, we've got the wonderful KK Lewis joining us for a chat and then a beautiful live rendition of her song Flower. So do catch us after the break on Rhythm and Roots on Near FM. Bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome back to Rhythm and Roots on Near FM 90.3 on this Friday. I am here in studio with the wonderful KK Lewis.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank
How's
you for
it going?
having me.
Not a bother at all. Absolute pleasure. I think, well, I mean, it's a bit random, but I've known your mum for a long time.
Yeah,
like
for
a long
time.
Yeah.
And she used to be going to do recordings and I'd be like, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Mom? But yeah, so your mum as well is a really, really good singer. She's got a great smoky voice, really talented family, obviously, and you picked up some of that from your mum and taken it to another level with your songwriting and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You were telling me before the interview you started with music at about the age of 4 with the fiddle.
Yeah, basically, when my mum and dad got married, one of their friends bought us all an instrument. So my younger brother's got a barrel and whistle, one got a guitar, I got the fiddle. So I was made go to fiddle lessons.
You got the hard one, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I was made go to fiddle lessons every week. And then that was kind of my first introduction to music, I guess. And then it started in choirs and...
Okay, yeah, because obviously you've got a really, really strong voice. I was going to ask what's your background there, because I know you've only recently started playing the guitar. Recently, I guess that must be 9 months now or something, August last year.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, really accomplished a lot in that time in terms of your finesse, and the actual kind of sound of your playing. Because I mean, I've worked with a lot of people starting to play an instrument, and it can be a couple of years before they can really make something sound nice. But I guess you do have that background with with
It's probably
the
easier for me to
fiddle.
pick up because I had the background.
But you're also like amazing as well. So,
Yeah, that's another factor.
Cool. So that's your musical background. You did choir and stuff like that. And in terms of how you started writing, because obviously you do cover versions like everyone, when you're learning, and it's a great way to understand structure and songwriting and
100%.
and things like that. But you're writing your own stuff. The song we're going to hear after this interview is obviously one of your own tunes called Flowers.
Yeah.
And it started with poetry, yeah?
Yeah, about a year ago, I was doing the Leaving Cert, and I was really stressed, and I wanted to get 500 points so I could go do a science course.
Right.
So I made myself go insane, but literally. And then on the side of that, I started writing poetry.
Okay.
And I realised, because in school I hated English, because it just made it like so horrible, like King Lear, and and so I started writing poetry, and then I realised I loved English and I loved lyrics and
brilliant.
all that. And then when I learned how to play the guitar, I wanted to make the poetry kind of come to life in a way. So I restructured some poems and made them songs, and
now we're here, and here we are.
Yeah.
You're singing them on the radio,
Yeah.
which is great. You went so insane. You wrote poetry. I like it. So there was a happy ending to that story anyway. Because your music, I guess, it was a good outlet, I guess, and it changed
100%.
from the structured learning aspect to have that kind of flowing creativity is amazing. And then of course you took to the streets of Dublin, Grafton Street in particular. Anyone who kind of follows your Instagram and things like that will be aware that you do a lot of busking and stuff.
Indeed.
And how did that start, for example?
So basically, I got the points I needed to do the course I wanted to do, which was
So you got the
children's.
500 thing, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be rude and say like...
Well, I got like 490. I got just below.
Yeah,
but I
close
got
enough.
the course. I got children's nursing in Trinity.
Great.
And I was like, woohoo. And then I realised once I got that, I didn't want to do that.
Okay.
So I started playing music, and I started working in a hotel.
Yeah, brilliant.
Realised working in a hotel is not a fun thing to do. I'd rather be in school every day of the week than work in a hotel.
Yeah.
So after about 5 months working in the hotel, I started going in on my days off. My days off would usually be like a Monday or a Tuesday. This is in like January this year. I started going in to Grafton Street, and I'd busk with my little baby amp and my €100 guitar. And I started on Wicklow Street because I was too afraid. I thought you had to be at a certain level to go on Grafton Street because they're all amazing. And I started on Wicklow Street, and then I'd come in on the weekdays, and then I'd usually work at 6 o'clock in the evening to 2 o'clock in the morning, Saturdays and Fridays.
Right.
Yeah,
This
so
is
I'd
the
go in
hotel?
and busk before,
Holy moly.
and then work until...
Yeah.
And then eventually I realised I was making more money busking than I was working in the hotel, so I quit the hotel job, and now I'm a full-time busker.
Yeah, amazing. Well, that's a really cool story. And I mean, what you find, obviously, playing in that kind of environment, playing in front of those kind of people, and obviously playing with other people, is it's accelerating your playing, your writing, your performing, in a way that you can't replicate by kind of being in your bedroom and knocking out tunes, so it's great, and just it's wonderful to see the characters kind of interacting and developing and having ideas and coming together, because obviously another guy, we had Martin McDonnell on here recently. We've had Muireann McDonnell as well.
Oh yeah, she's lovely.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
And then you've got characters like Ali Sherlock and people like that. I suppose just from your experience, what are the biggest challenges and the biggest rewards for the whole busking thing as you've experienced it over the last while? So
the busking thing, if you saw me perform 3 months ago compared to now, like, you wouldn't even recognise the difference.
Right.
Like how far I've come on from busking compared to singing and playing in my bedroom for however long compared to busking. Like, it brings you on so much. And being surrounded by other musicians all the time, like other guitarists, like, who add in things to your songs or who play with you, like, it just gives you so much confidence. And that's probably the biggest reward, is the community. Like, I don't think I'd still busk if there wasn't a community there. And people don't realise it, but we're all kind of in similar age groups, obviously older and younger people, but we're we're all just like a big family. I see them more than my own family.
Yeah.
I'm in Grafton Street, on Grafton Street 6-7 days a week.
Brilliant.
Even if I'm not playing, I'm with the whole crew.
Yeah, but that's amazing. And, you're going to not only the, like you're saying, they're not only the musical side of it, but the stories and the experiences that you're gaining just as a human being, very, very cool, very interesting.
But you obviously have bad days and good days.
Yeah.
And like a bad day can be very deflating. You could make maybe €4 in a set.
Yes.
But then your next set, the same day, maybe a few hours later, you can make €100 in the set.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. It's it keeps things interesting, all right? And beyond the busking thing as well, you've got a single coming out, a recorded version of the tune we're going to play at the end.
Yeah.
How did that come about? You said you collaborated with someone on that in the recording? Is that another busker? How did that all come together?
So I've been wanting to record Flowers for a long time. It's my favourite song that I've written, because the lyrics mainly. But I was checking at different prices with recording studios and blah blah. But this busker, Jacob Koopman.
Yeah, I know Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. He learned how to produce when he busked over in Amsterdam. I didn't really take it seriously because I was like, he's only a busker. He couldn't be a producer.
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't be that good. And then one of my other busker friends, Buzz Apollo, he took a chance and recorded with Jacob, and then one of the other buskers did. And the stuff was really good, but their stuff is a bit more up-tempo, so I was still a bit sceptical.
Right.
But I was like, I'm really comfortable with Jacob. We're really good friends.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, that's really important.
So I was like, I'm going to just try it out, because my stuff is very acoustic compared to what he's produced before.
Yeah.
But it worked out so well.
Right,
and
excellent.
then a guitarist from Head Shop Acoustic Project, Giovanni, he did the guitar and he put slides in the song, and it was the whole energy in the room when we recorded it and everything. Yeah. It was just
wonderful. And cool. So the idea with regard to the release is probably June at this stage?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be June.
Time to
and there's going to be there's a music video that has been recorded.
Really? Already? It's done? Yeah. It's in the can? Sweet.
It's it kind of shows the story of the song in a way. But it's cool. And there'll be a single launch before the release as well. Any
idea? I mean, I'm kind of... Do you want to... Any ideas where you might be doing the single launch at all?
Yeah, it's going to be in the Vintage Room in...
Oh, wonderful.
Workman's
Club. Great spot. Yeah, which is somewhere you've played before, as far as I understand it. That was for a charity event. What was that?
Yeah, it was for a charity gig for a Philippines project and ISPCC.
Great, lovely. Yeah. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Not a problem at all, joining us on the show. I'm really, really pleased to get you in off the streets and into the radio today. That sounds terrible.
It's so nice to be indoors.
Yeah. Everything's so warm and everything. Well, actually, not the last couple of days, but a few days ago were beautiful, and you must have really been enjoying that, because obviously if you were starting busking kind of January, February, that must have been tough.
Oh, yeah. My fingers, like, there was some points where I had to go into, like, McDonald's and put my hands under
two burgers.
into the dryers. Into the cooker.
It's like, I'll have 2 double cheeseburgers. It's like, oh, you must be hungry. Nope. Just slide them fingers in there.
Frozen. But yeah, it was quite brutal at one point. But I'm glad I started in the worst time of the year, because it gave me time to be better. And now it's like 19 degrees.
Yeah.
But also snowing the next day, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it was a bit random. But gosh, if we have a summer or anything like last summer, you're going to have an amazing time. And enjoy, your journey and your development and the whole experience of it. Really, really cool. So, do you want to talk just a little bit about what the song's about? Nope. So, like massive deep breath. It's like, oh God, there's a story here.
Well. No. Flowers came about from a breakup about people planting flowers in my heart and then deciding to dart. It's a sad song, but it's also a happy song. Good. Because it's like, when you watch the music video, you'll kind of get the story behind it, and it's kind of like what I got, even though there was so much heartbreak and sadness from that, I came out a much greater person, and I learned to start writing and putting my energy into much better things, and now I am
excellent
writing songs and recording.
Very, very good. Well, that guy, don't tell him that too much because he might come back and want some royalties once you're rich and famous. He's like, wait a minute, I was the reason you started writing songs. You're like, get the hell out of here. You'll have a giant bodyguard by then. It'll be fine. You'll get tossed over something. Anyway, that got really deep and personal there. Let's listen to the song anyway. So yeah, listen, once again, thank you so much for coming in. Everyone who wants to catch up with your stuff, KK Lewis on Facebook and Instagram.
So my Instagram is _KK Lewis. Make sure there's an underscore, because people don't find me that way, and they're
is
like,
there
I
another
can't find
one or
you.
something? Is there another like evil KK Lewis
There
there?
is.
Oh, really?
And she doesn't use her account. I've tried to get the name. And my YouTube is pretty slow.
You're easy to find on YouTube though.
Yeah, just
you
KK
type
Lewis.
in KK Lewis because there's loads of. It's not just your YouTube account. There's
Yeah,
lots
and
of
Dublin City Today, you can find me on
Exactly.
there, Busking.
There's lots of footage from other
Of all
accounts
the
of your
buskers,
stuff,
yeah.
which is great.
So if you're interested in that, check it out.
Do check it out. Keep an eye on KK Lewis, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Much more to come. And for now, do enjoy this live rendition of Flowers. Thanks so much, KK.
Yeah, hope you enjoy. Thank you.
In my heart, and then you decide to dart and you leave me to bury these flowers all alone. As they strangle my body's battery, till my lungs they start feeling heavy, and their stars snap. But upon that perishing, you come back on flying and you scatter the seeds you had before. So take your flowers and cut their stalks and rip their heads until they have no thoughts. Do you leave me to bear these flowers all alone in my lonely hours? Well, I'm too tired. Do you leave me to bear these flowers all alone in my lonely hours? Well, you're a coward. You play me like a game, and damn, it's such a shame. You always win. But it's time that you man up now and sort all your dish out and let me go. Take your flowers and cut their stalks and rip their heads until they have no thought. Whoa, oh, do you leave me to
Excellent, KK Lewis there. Big things to come from her, no doubt. Do get online and check out her social media stuff. Keep up to date with what she's up to, and hopefully we'll be hearing from her again soon. Next up, as promised earlier in the program, we do have a marimba band, but they're not just any marimba band.
No, they're not.
This is Clover Club by the Imperial Marimba Band.
a lonely woman waiting on a weary shore. I'm just a woman that's only human, one you should be sorry for. Got up this morning along about dawn, without a warning I found he was gone. Why should he do it? How could he do it? He never done it before. Am I blue? Am I blue? Ain't these tears in these eyes telling you? Am I blue? You'd be too if each time with your man done fell through. was a time I was his only one, but now I'm the sad and lonely one. Lordy, was I gay till today. Now he's gone and we're through. Am I blue? He's in Chicago, and I'm down here in Birmingham, trying to get the money to get to see my honey. I am, indeed I am, with the blues in my heart. How my shoes want to stop, but I'm in a jam. As blue as the sky blue, you're wondering why to these tears in his eyes telling you no one feels like I do. Boo, 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 boo. Each plan with my man done fell through. Was a time I was his only one, but now I'm a sad and lonely one. Lordy, was I gay? Oh Lord, was I gay? Till today that man went away. Now he's gone and we're through. Am I blue? That's all.
Good old Annette Hanshaw there with Am I Blue? We don't have too much time left, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to bang straight into the next tune. This is the Peerless Quartet with Dinah.
Summertime is coming, honey. Coming, honey. Dinah, Dinah. The busy bumblebees I'm humming, honey. Humming, honey. Please pack your dust and come back. And come back. Don't wait. And if the train's late, jump out, and run ahead, hon. I'm near done beat that old train to me. Dinah, oh, babe, coming back to Carolina. I'm kinda lonely. For you, my heart am pining, while the silvery moon am shining. Dinah, never saw the weather finer in Carolina. Come back to Carolina, Dinah Lee. Dinah, the honeymoon in June will soon be shining. Dinah, the honeysuckle down the lane am twining. I've got what? A wedding ring, dear. Let's see, dear. I've got who? The preacher right here. Is he here? I've got, yes, a cottage too, dear. For me, dear, fixed up for me and you. Dinah, come on back to Carolina. I'm kinda lonely. For you, my heart am pining, while the silvery moon am shining. Dinah, never saw the weather finer in Carolina. Come back to Carolina, Dinah Lee. Dinah, come on back to Carolina. I'm kinda lonely. For you, my heart am pining, while the silvery moon am shining. Dinah, never saw the weather finer in Carolina. Come back to Carolina, Dinah Lee.
Lovely song there, Peerless Quartet with a rendition of Dinah. Okay, guys, calm down. Was that one of the Peerless Quartet trying to...
Yeah,
What's he talking about?
This is actually, no, it's Billy Murray.
What's Billy Murray doing?
I don't know. We didn't play him on the show. He might be a little upset with us.
He's a little jealous. We usually do play a bit of Billy Murray. If we want to get a little bit
wait
more...
till next time.
Yes, exactly, Billy. Just chill your bills. Am I right? Yes,
yeah,
I am.
Sure.
Delmore Brothers are what we're going to finish up on. A little bit of Delmore Brothers. We might be able to fit in a bit of those lads. But we've got to say goodbye for another week on Rhythm and Roots. We'll be back next week on Near FM 90.3. So do stick around for more excellent old-timey music, great guests and all that kind of stuff. But for myself and Al, it is goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yep, there's Al.
Yeah, there it is.
And do enjoy the Delmore Brothers with Fugitives
Lament.
The Fugitives Lament. Take care, everybody. Bye.
I hear the sad howling of coyotes prowling